He has won tennis titles for years. 5 ITF titles in 5 weeks in 2019 alone. And earlier this month, he won the African Youth Under-18 singles and doubles titles. Ranked 12 in the world, Montsi is going from strength to strength.
I'm super happy to say I'm the African junior champ. It was a hard week. Worked really hard for that. I really wanted it badly. It was my last year in the juniors, and it was probably the only thing that I haven't conquered in Africa. So I'm really happy to say I was the African junior champ.
The 17-year-old was part of the South African men's team at the ATP Cup in Australia with the likes of Kevin Anderson and Lloyd Harris.
I was really honoured and really blessed to be part of the ATP Cup team for South Africa. To be around Kevin Anderson, Lloyd Harris, Raven Klaasen and Ron Roelofse with Jeff Coetzee as the team captain was something really special for me. To be around the pros, not every junior gets that opportunity, and I'm just really blessed to be a part of that. I learned as much as possible. I just listened when everyone spoke to me, and I took tips from everyone.
Montsi is part of the Anthony Harris Tennis Academy, which is based in Cape Town. Not only was Lloyd Harris part of the academy, but it has some of the best young tennis players in all age groups in South Africa, Africa and the world.
Being part of the Anthony Harris Tennis Academy is it's something special. There's a good team. Everyone wants to work hard. Everyone tries to be as professional as possible. Every player gets to travel. You get to play at tournaments. We are doing school, obviously. Everyone does their separate things. I'm doing a online homeschooling American system, so I've been covered for the last 3 years or something with that. And having Lloyd as well around is something special, because it actually shows us that we can make it from anywhere. You can make it from here in Cape Town.
So what makes Montsi so good at such a young age?
Kholo's an absolute fighter. His ability to read the game is uncanny, and then also he's always making his opponent hit an extra ball, and he's always willing to learn, which I love about him. So I'll give you an example. Last year he played a very defensive type of game, and this year he's come out and we said to him, you need to be more aggressive, and he's just come out this year and played way more aggressive tennis.
The African youth champion says his brother Kholo Montsi, who is also an aspiring tennis star and who is currently at college in the USA, and his parents have been the driving force behind his success.
I would say my parents and my brother are the number one people that have put me in this position that I'm at right now. And obviously I'm also lucky to be training at the Anthony Harris Tennis Academy and being helped here, so I'm really glad to have a good team around me. But my family is the one that really put me where I am, and my parents have sacrificed so much for myself and my brother, and it's really paid off.
Montsi says Rafa Nadal is his idol, but his brother Kholo is the one who got him interested in the sport.
Growing up, tennis wasn't actually one of my sports, but until my brother played, I followed in his footsteps. He was my favorite person to watch, and obviously the more I got interested in the sport, I started watching Rafael Nadal, and I'd say he's my idol even till this day. But my favorite player right now has to be Nick Kyrgios. I just enjoy the flair that he has, but I like to mix a lot of players and take different tips from different pros. But big credit to my brother for getting me into the sport.
And he has serious goals for this year.
My dreams and my goals, I'd say my dreams for this year and my junior career is to obviously win a junior Grand Slam. That's probably the last thing I want to do. And I think the reward would to be world number one. It would be a great feeling to say I was world number one.
Montsi is still young, but displays maturity beyond his years on and off the court, and would love nothing better than to inspire the next generation of black tennis players in the townships and in other disadvantaged communities.
It's an amazing feeling to be a black tennis player, doing what I'm doing right now at such a young age, and I'd love for the sport to grow for black people. Tennis, just in general, in South Africa is not a big sport, and it would be great for tennis to grow in the black communities, in the townships as well, and in any way possible that I can help. I'd really love to do that, because I know it's not easy. For me, my first idol, like I said, was Rafa, but the main person that got me in was my brother. And to see two black kids from the Eastern Cape were doing what they were doing is something special, and if the sport was to grow even more for black people, it would be fantastic. So if there's any way I could help, I'd really love to do that and inspire other kids.
Remember the name Kholo Montsi. He has the tennis world at his feet. Besides being talented, he is hardworking and dedicated to his craft. And we are likely to hear the name Kholo Montsi at Wimbledon and other Grand Slams for years to come. Craig